It'll be Lyle Lynn to lead off for the Crabs in the third. Southern Maryland with a 1-0 lead after an Alejandro Diaz's solo blast in the first. Lynn goes around swinging for strike one. Lynn yesterday with a really nice night. 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, a single and a double. Chops the 0-1 pitch foul, and very quickly, no balls and 2 strikes for Alex Mack.
Yeah, I think that was a breakout game for Lyle right there. Big hit, drove in some runs.
It definitely needed it. It has been a tough start for Lynn, but the average up to 250 now with Southern Maryland. Pitch inside, but Lynn fouls it back, and it lands in the first row of one of the suites down to our right. And we talked about it last night, but I'll say it again. This is the prettiest view I've ever seen at a ballpark. Check swing, but it is Derek Mochia with the call that Lynn did not go around. So the 1-2, line out into left center field, down for a base hit. Well, after a 2 for 4 night last night, Lyle Lynn leads off with a single here in the third. Not only has he been swinging a much better bat, but he's been getting on base as well. On base now in 6 straight ball games. And this is kind of the production that we saw Lynn do last night. He turned over the order twice. And now an opportunity back to the top with Jackson Lofton getting the signs from hitting coach Jason Camilli down at third. First pitch from Mack is way outside, and Espinoza is able to snag it and keep it in front. Espinoza doing the catching tonight after David Melfi caught yesterday. He's getting the night off. No Pablo Sandoval at third. It is Drew Maggi, former big leaguer for the Pittsburgh Pirates. 2 balls and no strikes. Lofton 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Inside, 3 balls and no strikes. Jackson Lofton on a 28-game on-base streak. Trying to continue that here tonight. The 3-0, up and in for ball 4. So it's a 4-pitch walk to Jackson Lofton, and he's on base, and just like that extends the on-base streak to 29 games, inching closer to the Blue Crabs record of 34 set by Jack Sundberg back in 2022. Now a couple of runners on for Pierce Howard. First pitch swinging, and Howard misses. Howard yesterday 1 for 5. Singled his first time up in last night's ball game. So far tonight, just flied out to left field in the first. A high drive out toward right center field. Moving back is Contreras. He's at the track. He leaps up, and it's off the wall. He can't come up with it. Lynn coming around from third. He will score, as it's an RBI double for Pierce Howard. That makes it a 2-0 ball game here in the third. Howard gave that one a ride, and maybe if it weren't for the winds blowing in from right field, that one could have gone even a little further, but the winds providing a little bit of help perhaps. Contreras having to deal with it out there in right center.
Well, it didn't look like Contreras had a good beat on it. I mean, it was over his head. He knew that, but he kind of had a late jump at it at the end, a late attempt.
Infield comes in for Deaza now, who sees ball 1 on the outside corner. Howard at second, Lofton at third. Each of the first 3 Crabs batters have all reached. And what is now a 2-0 ball game. Crabs getting out in front early. 1-0 misses high. For Howard, that's his 15th double, RBI number 43 on the season. De Aza, of course, hit the solo blast to right in the first. Inside for ball 3. And Mack really struggling here to find the strike zone. Has a base to put De Aza on if he wants, but these have been uncompetitive at bats here for Mack. Chopped down the first base line, and that one is fair. Down toward the bullpen. Lofton scores. Howard comes in to score, and it's 4-0 on De Aza's 2-run double. Southern Maryland pouring it on early here in Staten Island.
How about that? Just fair and 3-0 swinging. Not hard contact, but De Aza just trying to put the ball in play. He knows the infield's drawn in, and he hit it just over the bag.
4 straight base runners to start this third inning for Southern Maryland, and De Aza now already a 2-hit night, 3 RBI night for him. 59 RBIs now on the season. That was his 12th double of the year, and good to see that production. De Aza did not feature in last night's ball game, as the Crabs did have some moving pieces with Baylor serving his second game of the 2-game suspension. So Barrera played at first instead, but with Baylor at first now, kind of back to what St. Clyburn typically puts out for the Crabs lineup, and good to see De Aza staying productive. Still a runner in scoring position now, nobody out as well now for Ethan Wilson. First pitch from Matt catches the knees for strike 1. Got a mound visit there by pitching coach Nate Rowe, and we've seen that certain mound visits have crazy effects on the pitchers. Sometimes all you need is a little conversation. Flared down the left side, sliding is Dearden, and it is just foul. Well, not a lot of foul territory down either line, at least once you get to the bullpens, and even there with the bullpen mounds, there's not a lot of room for the fielders to go out into foul room and try to make a play. No balls and 2 strikes on Wilson. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Wilson coming off the back of a 3 for 5 night with an RBI. Takes there 1 and 2. Wilson last night, 3 singles. That was his 6th 3-hit game of the season, and very early action for the FerryHawks down the left field line. Does look like it is Treason Kubo throwing on the mound. Max 1-2. Wilson takes outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, we talked about how the wind is a little bit off and on with when it blows and how much it really surges here in Staten Island, but right now blowing from right to left viciously. Matt comes set. De Aza over at second. The 2-2 pitch. Down low. Nice job by Wilson to work this count full. Seen a couple of breaking balls miss, and Mack going to have to challenge Wilson here. Diaz playing very deep in the hole out at second. 3-2, swung on and fouled back just to the right of us. My glove is sitting down next to me, not in a reachable spot as I am in a stool chair. 3-2, outside for ball 4. So Mack with another walk. That's his second free pass tonight, his second this inning. And that's 5 straight to reach for the Crabs here in the third.
Yeah, these foul balls up here, a little concerning.
Yeah.
Coming in hot.
Well, and we're a little higher than we typically are with the view from Southern Maryland, at least in relation to where the netting is. We're typically right in line with the netting behind home plate. This time,
a little bit lower,
yeah. This time I'd say we're at least 20 feet, 25 feet above. First pitch to Barrera, misses outside for ball one.
I just don't want to have a John Sterling moment.
No.
Oh, it really hit me.
If my glasses break, I am
you're in trouble.
In big trouble. 1-0. Finds the zone there. Yeah, no broken glasses. How about we keep all the electronics intact? We've still got a game tomorrow.
That would be good. Yeah.
Last thing we need is to hurt the bank account here with a new computer. The 1-1, down and away.
Speaking of that, you did go to Manhattan with Geron today.
Yes.
And he told me he was going to buy some computer parts. Did that occur today?
No, it did not.
Okay.
2-1, slammed high out to left center field. At the track, at the wall, and it's off the base of the wall. It caroms back into left field. Deaza around from third. The relay coming home. The throw is not in time, and Deaza scores with a slide. It is a very long RBI single for Brett Barrera as the Crabs lead it 5-0.
Great job by Deaza to score there. And the FerryHawks have gotten a couple of gloves on the ball deep in the outfield, but unable to squeeze it. First one in right center with Contreras. And now Dearden went way back there. And I think Barrera thought that he got that one for a home run, but just missed again. And instead, it's a single and a pitching change.
Well, Alex Mack unable to record an out in the third, so manager Mark Menikazi going to the bullpen. It will be Trayson Kubo, so we'll take the break, and after, on the other side, we'll grab you his facts and figures. The Crabs leading it 5-0 here from Staten Island. Out of the bullpen for the FerryHawks, it is the right-handed reliever Trayson Kubo. On for his 35th appearance of the season with a couple of runners on at first and second in a 5-0 ball game. First pitch swinging is Jamari Baylor. Well, Barrera at first, Wilson at second. The Crabs up to this point here, they've scored 4 runs on 4 hits. A couple of singles and a couple of doubles. They've taken advantage of a few walks as well. Kubo, the pitch over to short, on to second for one. The relay on to first in time for a double play. Well, exactly what Mark Menikazi and the FerryHawks would have wanted for Kubo to get. A 6-4-3 double play. Wilson does advance to third, but now there's 2 gone for DiGiacomo. Well, Trayson Kubo, 27 years old, out of Hawaii. Draft pick by the Oakland A's back in 2019 out of Stephen F. Austin down in Nacogdoches, Texas.
Excuse me?
Nacogdoches. That is down south in South Texas. Ball and no strikes to DiGiacomo. 1-0 misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. And there's Nacogdoches, Texas, and the city of a very similar spelling in Louisiana, just south of Shreveport, is Natchitoches. Almost spelled the exact same way, but a completely different pronunciation. The 2-0 outside. DiGiacomo 0 for 1. Grounded out to the shortstop Rodriguez last inning. He's the 8th man to bat for the Crabs. 2-1 misses up. Good to see Southern Maryland's bats alive and well tonight. 5 runs on 6 hits to start. 3-1 from Kubo, up high for ball 4. So Kubo issues a 2-out walk. Now a chance for Sam Dexter. Dexter 1 for 3 last night, struck out swinging his first time up here today. Runners at the corners, first pitch swinging, carves one high and foul. And just into the Crabs dugout. Nearly a fine play made there by Osuna, but slightly out of reach. The wind playing a big factor there. Off the bat, I thought that was going to reach at least the first or second row, but the ball just continued to sway back inward toward the infield. So Dexter stays alive. No balls and a strike to Giacomo at first, Wilson at third. 2 gone in the inning. Crabs up 5-0. Giacomo runs. The pitch is outside. The throw on to second is high and nearly into center field. Diaz with a heck of a snag. And that could have been trouble. Ethan Wilson would have most definitely come in to score. Giacomo takes second. Stolen base number 29 on the season. Now runners at second and third. 1-1 the count. Dexter 268, 11 homers, and 48 RBIs this season. 1-1 is poked and popped up on the infield. Incoming is the third baseman, Maggi, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Well, the Crabs strand a couple of runners in scoring position, but they score 4 runs on 4 hits in the inning. Everybody comes up to bat, and they lead it 5-0, moving to the home half of the third.